Hi guys, welcome back. My name's Sophie and I'm a traditional artist living in the southwest of England. Now this is a bit of a different video today because generally my videos are studio vlogs. I turn my traditional art into mainly stationery based products such as prints, bookmarks and stickers, and I sell them in my small Etsy shop and also in a local physical store as well. And I document the process with studio vlogs, and we do sketchbook tours, and we go on travels and do some plein air. But this is actually going to be a video documenting my journey of creating my first sculpture. So if you are a subscriber or watch my previous videos, back last year, you may remember that I did a very small part in a community-based project of a sculpture of a butterfly, a yellow butterfly, as part as the Bugs and Grubs Trail here in my hometown. So in my hometown, we have something called the Eco Arts Festival that runs every year. It helps promote sustainability and also the local wildlife. And they are doing the Eco Arts Festival again this year with another arts trail, but this time it's going to be based on water life. And instead of doing a community-based project, I have put myself forward to do my own sculpture. So I thought, what a better place than to document it on here. So it's going to be in partnership with the Somerset Wildlife Trust. And they are using this opportunity to raise awareness of plants, insects and wildlife that are native to our home county of Somerset here in the southwest of England, and to raise awareness of what we can do to help support them thriving in our waterways. And so there's going to be an arts trail around my hometown and also the neighbouring villages. There's going to be a little map that you can go around and find all the various sculptures. So there are numerous people taking part, and we're going to have our sculptures dotted around either in front of our houses or in commercial spaces or in parks and allotments. So you can do a little walking or bike ride trail. And these sculptures are going to be mainly made out of recycled materials, reused items, again, promoting that sustainability. This is an Eco Arts Festival, and how we can look after our planet and the animals and insects and plants that live in it. And I'm so excited. And the subject we've been given to do is water vole. So we are going to be making a 3D sculpture of a water vole. It needs to be 3D, so it needs to be able to be seen from our property, from the road or the pavement, so that people doing the trail can see it easily. I'm actually going to be making it with my mum and little boy, although he's 2, so we'll see how well that goes. So basically me and my mum are going to be doing it. We're going to be making this water vole, and I want to take you on the process of us making our very first sculpture for this Eco Arts Festival. I am going to be detailing all the details for the Arts Festival down below. So if you are in the southwest of England or coming to visit over the summer holidays, it's going to be from the 25th of July to the 31st of August. So all over the summer holidays. So if you're coming down to the southwest for a holiday, or you live in this area, please have a look at the Eco Arts Festival. I'm going to tag it down below, and you will be able to come and see my waterfall and lots of other plants and insects and wildlife. Follow the Eco Arts Trail. There's going to be events going on, as well as other events as part of the Eco Arts Festival, celebrating sustainability, and like I said, in partnership with the Somerset Wildlife Trust, raising awareness of how we can look after our waterways. So I'm going to document the process here. So we need to start off by actually looking at, what does a water vole look like? I'm thinking that it's like a small rodent. Well, I know it's a small rodent, but I want to look at what their tail looks like. Is it more rat-like, or is it more like a beaver? So is it kind of round and long, or has it got a bit of a flat edge to it? What do their faces look like? And also we need to decide, are we going to have the water vole like he's swimming along our front grass, because we're going to have it in front of our house, or are we going to have it perched up, maybe eating? I've got like this rose bush in front of, quite a big rose bush in our front garden, so we could have him perched in there. We need to get some I think so. I think the first step is to look at some images onto the internet to see what kind of inspiration we can get. And then I think we're going to go to our trusted scrap store. Again, if you've been following me for a while, I talk about this scrap store a few times. And I took you there recently when we did our office makeover or art studio makeover, because I donated quite a few items to the scrap store. So I'm going to go there because the scrap store is a local based project. It's run by a charity that employs or gives it work experience to adults with learning difficulties. There's a little cafe there. And they fund the cafe and the store by donations of people's used art supplies, material, things that basically can be used again. And they sell it for cheap. So you can go there and get really good art supplies for cheap, and all the money goes back into the charity. Like I said, giving these young adults kind of work experience and that sense of kind of their own, the word am I looking for? Independence. That's the word I'm looking for. Independence. Very close to my heart. I work in a school specialised for children with autism spectrum disorder and speech and language communication needs. And my son has a chromosome condition linked with that. So very close to my heart. So I love supporting it. And it's the best place to go because all of the supplies there are going to be stuff that's been donated, that have been previously used, otherwise would have gone to landfill. So perfect for this project. So I think we're going to go there, hopefully see some inspiration that will spark some ideas, and then from there we can make a decision what we're going to do. But I'm going to take you on the whole journey, so enjoy. Okay, so we went to the scrap store and we've also just got back from going to the range as well. So scrap store, I think I filmed a little bit what we got. So we got some really good waterproof material. We got some kind of faux fur stuff. I got some like bottle caps I think I can maybe use for eyes. We found also some like I think they're used for when you're stitching leather. They're like leather finger gloves, like individual finger gloves, to stop you piercing yourself with the needle. We've got a couple of those because I think they'll make really cute ears. Got some long foam for the tail and maybe the arms. And I got some faux flowers because I think we're going to have him sitting up holding. Actually, I know we're going to have him sitting up holding because we found some like polystyrene round. I think they're made for like they are used for like fake wedding, like tears on wedding cakes, because I think they had a display of that in the scrap store. So we've got those. So maybe the head we're gonna like maybe like carve it and make it a head, but there was nothing for the body, which is why we ended up going to the range. Now I know we've bought this and it's meant to be eco, but in my mind, as long as we're going to cover it, but then we can use the item afterwards. It's not going to be going to landfill. So I think we're okay with that. I will make use of the watering can that we bought. but we've got this watering can because I just think it will make the best body. We did look in our garages and sheds, but there wasn't anything that was suitable, but because we wanted a decent size and decent shape, and I just think that would make a really good body with him sitting upwards, so sitting on his hind legs, and then the spout of the watering can, it'll be good as a neck to then fix the head onto, because we've got to work out how we're going to be fixing the different limbs and anatomy. So I think that's our starting point. So we are going to be starting to make this water vole next week. So where are we now? We are June the 11th. We are the Wednesday, the 11th of June. And we've got plenty of time because this doesn't need to be ready until the end of July. So we've got a month to kind of get it all sorted. But next week, we're going to start making it. So all the stuff is actually at my mum's house because I don't have room here. And we're going to make it down at my mum's house. So I'll try and film as much of the making process as we can. I'll keep checking back in with you when things work, when they don't work. And I'm just really excited to see what it turns out like. I really hope it looks decent. I really, really hope. Oh, also, in our garage, we found an old blue tarpaulin, which we're going to lay because we decided we're going to have it on our front lawn. My husband's going to peg it down with like some tent pegs, but that's going to be the water. And then there was some faux foliage as well we got from the scrap store. We're going to make like it's like a little island, and then we're going to have our little water bowl sat there eating his little fruit, because quite a few of the images that I got for reference right at the beginning had them sitting and eating. So I think we're going to have that. And then we're going to have it on our front lawn so everyone passing by can see him nice and easily. So next week, the make begins. Okay guys, so I'm back from the latest make it on the water vole. I think we're making really good progress. I'm really happy with the shape. And we had to redo the nose. So you would have seen originally we had like a cork on the nose. And I just think we managed to get a really good shape of the muzzle by using an upturned kind of plant pot kind of thing on top of the polystyrene head. And then by putting the little cork on it, we kind of lost the effect. So we've taken that off now. So we're just going to keep the muzzle, and we're just going to let a little bit of the black masking tape, or duct tape, shall I say, show through amongst the fur. So we stuck the eyes on today, and the little ears. Again, the eyes were made out of some like bottle caps on some cork, and you would have seen that I drew on with some Posca pens the details. The ears are made out of the leather kind of finger covers that you use when you're sewing. The whiskers, my parents added in the meantime, whilst I was doing the eyes, they did the whiskers, and they're bristles out of a brush that you use for like wallpaper paste. So they look really good. So those little details really add a lot. And today we also did the tail and the arms by wrapping around it's not wool, it is like fur. It's almost like, like felting material, felting wool that we found from the scrap store. We wrapped that round. It was in long strands, so we wrapped that around the foam tail and arms. And I think next time what we're going to do is I am going to colour in like the little fork handles. I'm going to colour them in black with the Posca. And then we're going to do the body fur next time. And actually, again, we picked up another bag of I thought it was like felting material from the scrap store. But we've looked at it and it's actually alpaca wool. So our water vole is going to be made from an alpaca, which is quite fun. So that's going to be the next step. And I think after that, we might be done in terms of the build. Of course, then we need to put it in situ. We're going to need to work out how to fix it to our front lawn, because it's going to be at my house. It's going to be on the front lawn. We're going to get some blue tarpaulin that we've got already in the garage, and that fake foliage that we picked up from the scrap store. So he's kind of looks like he's sitting on a little some kind of foliage, or like a little island in the water. So that's the next step. So we're making really, really good progress. And I love the fact that apart from the watering can, everything else we majority got from the scrap store. I think the only other things we found from around the house are the whiskers from a brush in my dad's shed, some wooden forks that my mum had in one of her kitchen drawers from like a takeaway. And yeah, I think that's the only things that we've added. Everything else is come from the scrap store, which is amazing. So yeah, really, really happy and excited to see our little water vole finished. We've named him Wally, Wally the water vole, and I really hope that he holds up. Like I said, we've done like a lot of masking tape underneath, like we've covered the foam in masking tape. I keep saying masking tape, duct tape. The underneath fabric is like a waterproofy fabric. So I'm really hoping, obviously the body is a watering can, although the head is polystyrene. A lot of him is waterproof because we can get him. He's going to be outside for a whole month. We might have to do some running repairs on him, but I'm really hoping that he holds up for most of the time. So yeah, really excited for the next bit of the make, and I will probably check in with you again once he's finished, maybe. So yeah, almost there. Okay, so that is the end of the video. We have completed our sculpture. Wally, the water vole, is now on our front lawn, and I'm so happy with how he's turned out. It was funny, the day after we put him out, so we put him out on the Wednesday evening, and the trail didn't officially start to the Saturday, so it was a bit early, but it was when like my parents were here for my little boy's birthday and things. So we were all here together. So we put out, and also you had to have it out by the Friday to then put the sign on. The sign, by the way, that I showed was made by local school children. They made a sign to go with every sculpture, which I think is really, really sweet. It's a great way of getting local schools involved in the arts project as well, and raising awareness with them about sustainability and protecting our wildlife and waterways. So that was really sweet, and that had to be out on the Friday. So he's been out there. It's now the Monday, so he's been out there a good few days. We had a really heavy rainstorm yesterday, but he's held up so far. And the day after he went out, I caught the postman looking at him and smiling and taking a picture. Yesterday, I saw a mum and her little girl obviously doing the trail. This little girl was on a scooter, which is the great idea. The idea is that you walk around or use a bike or some kind of eco-friendly mode of transport to go and view all of these sculptures. I've got the map here. So this is my hometown, and these are surrounding villages, and all the red dots are all the different sculptures that you can follow. You can download this map. I will leave the link down in the description. Like I said, it goes on to the end of August. So if you're in the southwest of England, in Somerset, please come and do the trail. Like I said, it's a great way to find all the different wildlife and insects, birds, fish, and plants in our Somerset waterways, and seeing the creative ways people have made sculptures. It was great to do the trail over the weekend and see how different people done the sculptures, because that's the thing, you're working on your sculpture, but you don't know what other people are doing. We didn't cover all of them, so we'll do the rest over the summer. But I think my favourite was on the lake in Cranmore, which is a little one of our surrounding villages. There was the dragonfly, which is actually left over from the Bugs and Crabs trail last year. So, but he was such a feature. He was made completely out of car parts, and the family who made it, the dad, is a mechanic. So he got loads of offcuts of different cars and made that beautiful dragonfly. It stayed there all year, and it's kind of like a permanent feature now. But the addition this year is the little tufted duck, and they put him in a like life ring, like a buoyancy aid. So he's floating on the pond with the dragonfly. I thought that was really, really cool. I loved the bat that was strung up between houses. I thought that was the engineer stringing that up was really, really cool. And I also loved, my other favourite was the little egret, made out of, I think it looks like milk cartons, and that was in the allotments by our park. So yeah, it was great fun going and finding all the animals and wildlife, and it was a great great time to be a part of making a sculpture. It was my very first time doing a sculpture. I definitely think we're going to take part again next year. So let me know if you want to see the whole process next year of us making another creature or mini beast. I don't know what the theme's going to be. Like I said, last year it was bugs and grubs. This time it was waterways. So who knows what it's going to be next time. Yeah, me and my mum had great fun doing it together. So big thank you to the scrap store, the hub in Yeovil. That's where we got obviously all of the majority of our components for Wally the water vole, as my mum has named him. It's one of those things you don't know what you're going to find, and because you are tasked with making it out of recycled materials or materials that's eco-friendly, you are limited with what you can do, but obviously that's part of the fun. So yeah, really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this video, following us on our journey. Like I said, I will tag all the details for the trail down below if you want to check it out for yourself. And I will see you in the next one. God bless. Love you. Bye.